care.
Hey, happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful ladies out there with
Thank
kids.
you. Thank you. I was gonna say it sounded like you were saying that you didn't care, but thank you.
And some of y'all who don't have kids. Happy Mother's Day to you too.
No, why do they get that? For what? Do they go through 56 hours of labor? What? They go through C-sections? What? Did they develop a fanny pack? Like because that's what kids leave in stretch marks? Like
You got a fanny pack
I had one. Yeah.
and stretch marks?
I definitely got those.
Whoa.
I got all the marks to prove it.
Go to, hit up my
Oh,
people.
remember, let's not move your glass too much because otherwise the people can't hear you sliding it up and down your counter. You like my braces?
I like your braces.
Thank you.
First time seeing you with braces.
Is it? Are you lying to the people? Let me
They'll
find
never-
out. Let me find out this is all a lie for that 28-year-old girl that you was dating that one time. Let me find out that you really stunting because you don't want her to know that we have a successful podcast with 3 listeners. Like, let me find out.
I thought you was about to say successful relationship.
Oh, well, not if the podcast isn't successful.
Hey, you got to keep looking at the screen when you do that because when you look away, people gonna be like, "Oh, he has her blushing."
Listen, no romance without finance, okay?
Finance who?
I'm just saying, finances, period.
Well, I look like Capital One Auto Navigator,
I mean,
Westlake Financial, GM Capital,
maybe,
Navy Federal.
maybe Capital One, keep going. Maybe
Who else? I don't know who
it's
else.
it's possible. What are you drinking today?
To say,
Um,
that brown bring you down.
that
That
brown
white,
brand. I
yeah,
thought that brown made you clown.
that's not what Ziggy said.
Who?
Ziggy, you don't listen to Juvenile. You wouldn't know.
What I
All
do listen
you know
to
is all you know
is
is back that ass up. It's
that's all
not
I know.
that's not Juvenile's only song.
Are
And
you? Are we sure?
that's I'm positive.
Okay, if you're sure, that's not the only song.
My dog got a whole 400 degrees G
That was
code.
a good album. That was a good album. I won't lie.
Yeah, 400 degrees was a good one, but G code is right up there with it.
It was good. It was good. I can't even lie. I can't even deny that. Let me tell you something. We are
Don't you
not.
mention it. Don't you mention it, okay? That's part of my family, okay? Leave him alone. He's doing his job.
No, it's not because the battery needs to be changed, so that's why it's not doing its job.
We only got
Your smoke
27.
detector cannot be on the podcast. Like I need you to change the battery in that.
We only
That's
got
all.
we got 27 minutes. What we
Do
talking?
we? Okay, listen. All right. So
We're not
anyway,
we're not talking about my smoke detector for
if
27.
it interrupts me one more time, we're gonna have to hit pause. We're gonna have to hit the brakes on this. You're gonna have to do something and get you a D-cell or something.
Look, as long as you keep talking, he ain't gonna even bother you.
Anyway, okay, let's talk about since it's Mother's Day, let's talk about my favorite topic is which is Black single motherhood. And our last topic we talked about, we tried to talk about it, but then we usually get sidetracked. And I feel like that's your fault more so than mine because I have ADHD, so I have difficulty staying on track.
I
It's
got
your job.
ABCD.
Huh?
I got ABCD.
It's your job to keep me on track. We're not gonna get into that. It's your job to keep me on track. And if you don't, then we can never get out the topic um discussions like we need to.
Okay, stay on track.
That was helpful. Thank you. All right. So anyway, did you like my hat today?
I saw your hat today.
You saw my hat today.
I like your hat today.
You liked my hat? Okay. Somebody told me they didn't like my hat, and that person's a hater, and they know who that is.
Hey, we gotta stay on topic.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Prime example. So, black single motherhood. You know what I have to say about that? Because the last time we talked about, oh man, I was going somewhere with that. I forgot that fast.
I
Oh, wait. Women raising boys to be men.
oh
Boys to be
yes.
men. Um, it's difficult being a single parent. Like it really is. Like I didn't wake up and was like, oh, I want to be a single mom. Like I'm aspiring to do that. It got me. Can't talk. I'm sick of it. Anyway, um, so yeah, single moms, single black moms. Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you three reasons why I like single black mothers. Because number one, we are some of the hardest working women that you will ever meet in your whole entire life. Also, we are well organized. If it doesn't look like it, that's okay. But in our mind, we got their social security numbers, their date of births. We got the baby daddy's social security number, his date of birth, his mama's social security number. We are organized. We have everything together.
Wait,
Also,
you got my mama's social security number?
also, um, I would be remiss to say at this point that as a black single mom, like I am going far above and beyond, I think, what I think I normally would go if I was just married and a mom. And I mean, I have the receipts to prove that because when I am married, there's someone to share in the responsibilities. But when I'm not married, I'm carrying all of this, the sleepless nights, the medical bills. Can I tell you, these kids are always sick because it's like they always are licking something, their hands are on something. I'm
Kids,
stressed.
man. Kids gonna get into a lot of stuff.
And I feel like a lot of black women we don't get our flowers that we deserve because every week I have a crash out every single week. And I used to feel guilty about it, but I don't anymore. I'm like, no, this is my weekly prescribed crash out because I am overwhelmed. I am going through a lot. And even if you're an involved father, like your baby mama is still going to be going through a lot, period. Because as a woman, we worry, are we doing enough? I don't think men ever worry about that when it comes to like kids, like raising families, like, oh, am I doing enough? I think earlier you mentioned in an earlier episode, like as a man, you feel like overall, are you enough? But I don't think like that breaks down to like fatherhood for most men. I think that's just like an overall overarching theme of am I enough
We're
altogether?
not we're not gonna do this, man. We're not gonna
What?
we're not about to do
It's a
mo-
discussion.
we're not about to do mothers versus fathers
No, no,
and their feelings.
no. No.
Because we go through the same thing y'all go through, just on different levels.
Explain, because I don't believe that.
What do y'all go through that we don't go through?
I think, I mean, for one, the way that you're living your life vicariously with your smoke detector, I feel like that explains a lot. Like
Stay on
the fact
topic.
that you're willing to let it just,
Stay on topic.
okay.
But
Okay.
hey, look, I know women that when it was time to change the battery in the smoke detector, they're in the smoke detector, they would just disconnect it.
Why can't you do that for like the next 20 minutes?
Disconnect it? What if they have a fire?
I mean, you would be there to call 911, wouldn't you?
Excuse me. Don't you talk
Your
shit where I'm
excuse.
going either.
Your excuse.
Don't you talk
We
shit.
just got to make sure for everybody that is a pink tint in the background because his baby camps out in the living room sometimes. Um, Also, good dads keep pink tints in the living room. And as a disclaimer, always change your smoke detector batteries every 3 months. And and also check your carbon monoxide detectors as well. Okay, and go.
I must have two of them in here. I'm not sure.
Did another one go off?
No.
Okay.
Was that yours?
No.
okay, let's stay on topic. We go through the same thing that y'all go through, man. It's no different. That's why when people start trying to compare, it's like man, we go through the same thing. It's just it may not be the same exact thing, but we still go through it. I don't know what the other smoke detector is. Probably hiding somewhere. Hold on. We're gonna have to start this one over.
No, we're keeping this. I refuse at this point. This is ridiculousness. This is a PSA to check your batteries every 3 months. Every 3 months, if nothing else. Arrive alive and so on and so forth. You had all that time to pour that drink. Okay, continue. You were making some valid points. Continue.
I mean, that's my point. I mean, what do y'all stress about that we don't stress about?
I think a lot, but perhaps if you feel this way, perhaps you are an anomaly because I know a lot of men that don't stress about that. A lot of men that don't stress about then lay awake at night like, oh, my baby has a cough. My baby's been having this cough for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks is too long. Should I call a doctor? Can I miss work? Do I have enough time? Like those are all the things.
Well, I'm gonna say like this. I don't worry about if I have enough time or not to take off from work or anything like that. Because if my child's sick, whether I got PTO or not, I'm not coming into work.
True, true. I mean, you're gonna do what you have to do, but also it's just the struggle of it. That's all. It's just the struggle of it. And being a single black mom has so many stereotypes and connotations with it. And I'm putting emphasis on black because I don't know what happens in any other community, and I don't really care.
Right.
I care about what happens in our community. So I think I told you that I was out at the store at the liquor store the weekend before last, and a security guard tried to talk to me. And so the thing about it is he asked, and I put this on my threads too because I was like the audacity of it. Like, what does this even mean? But he said, oh, okay, so you're a single mom. Are all your kids by the same man? Why?
First of all, that's not something you ask a person.
And he was like, oh, well, I know that means a lot to some people. Who? To you?
And see, that's the thing about it. You said it means a lot to some people, but this me and your conversation. So it
Right.
doesn't mean a lot to you because if it doesn't, what you bringing it up for? So also that lets you know right there that he's easily influenced.
So then I say to him, okay, no, they're not. And I left it at that. And then later he goes on to talk about how his kids are not by the same woman. And I'm like, so what was the point of you at why? Why does it matter?
So if you're trying to see we off topic again. What
Mm,
well no
it's
no no
on
no
topic
no.
because
Yeah.
this is what so as a single mother, not only do I have to worry about raising these kids by myself, but then if I even do anything else, someone just breathe in somebody else's direction, they're like, are all your kids by the same man? Ask me, am I keeping these motherfuckers alive? Like, are they well fed? Are they alive? Are they in their weight class like they're supposed to be? Are their grades well? Like, why are you asking me
Hey,
who their
look,
daddies are? Like, what does it matter?
I don't do the weight class thing because I mean,
I'm just saying my kids are like, I mean, they're slightly underweight, but they're also small. Anyway,
look,
it's
if
not that
you,
they don't eat.
hey,
Trust
look,
me.
if you like somebody, all that shit don't matter
None of it
because
matters. It doesn't
you.
matter. But compound that on top of again, the last two episodes having to date, right? And then you saying, "Oh, I don't want to date a woman that has only one baby daddy," because you're the opposite in reverse of everybody else. Versus men
I
who are like,
said
"I don't
one
want to date a
baby.
woman that
I
has more than one baby daddy,"
I said one baby daddy with three or more kids. Now, if the man passed away, that's something different.
which is some of our cases. So,
Some
but
okay.
my thing is, you're not even gonna get to that point, and that is the case for one of my children. One of my children's fathers did die, but the thing is, we won't get to that conversation if you're asking me how many I have, because I don't feel like I should have to tell you on before we even get to date one, like, oh, I have this many baby daddies or ex-husbands or whatever because this, and this happened. I was engaged to this one, but he died. And I was like, what? Like, what do I have to talk to you about
Oh,
that?
I was about to say, I don't ask those questions.
Well,
I mean,
you, sir, are a monolith, and
well, no,
apparently you
I'm
are
not saying that.
you are the best man for us
No,
all,
they got
clearly. And this is why
nah.
you're available and single. Ladies, he's single, kind of, sort of, when he wants to be.
Look,
Um, and he makes
They
some
have
money.
men out. They have men out there just like me. We don't care about that. If we like you, you know, you. I don't care if you got the same baby daddy or not, unless you got three or more with one, and he's still alive.
Okay.
I
Anyway,
mean, that's just me though. But if I'm trying to talk to you, I'll ask you if you have kids, but I'm not gonna ask you. Oh, do all of them got the same baby dad? What the fuck you worry about it for?
right, because what does that mean? Let's unpack that though, real quick. Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah,
So
man,
let's say, so you got three kids. So let's say that all your kids were by the same woman. What would that mean?
nothing, nothing. But you have women out there that wouldn't mess with me because I got three kids by one woman.
No, that's not true. They would definitely want that. You're the only person that doesn't like that.
Look, let me
Everybody
tell you
else likes that.
something. They have women out there that wouldn't mess with. Okay, they do.
So what? So if you have kids by the same person, it means what? That you're stuck with that person, you're stuck on that person, y'all really ain't through. Um,
Sometimes they feel like that, especially what I'm saying. If y'all got three kids together, and your youngest child is under the age of one.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, and we talked about that. We said that ain't cool.
yeah.
But what if your youngest child is 2 or 3 or 4? Then what? Like what does that mean?
I don't know because I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
To date somebody with a 4-year-old?
Hmm?
To date someone with a 4-year-old, or
No, that is my standard.
what's your standard?
That if you got three kids by the same man, I won't mess with you, so I don't have to worry about this situation. Hey, some people, everybody got different standards. That's one of mine.
Okay, got it. It's an oddball one, but got it.
Yes, it's very. Hey, look, they got some people that don't mess with men that have bald heads, or don't mess with men that don't have beards. That's one of you. That's you like a man with a beard, huh?
Yeah, if he doesn't have a
Okay,
beard, if listen, if he
that's
doesn't have a
odd.
beard, we
I was
won't.
about to say that's odd. That's an odd way to be.
No, it's
Just
not, because I've
just because
liked
he
men
doesn't
with
have a
beards
beard,
since before it was fashionable. Thank you very much.
so just because he doesn't have a beard, you wouldn't talk to him.
I mean,
Okay,
not on
well,
purpose.
see, we can't talk about mine then. See how weird that sounds?
That's not weird.
That is weird.
That's anybody who just has a mustache. There's something to be said. If you're not in the military and you just have a mustache, oh my,
There's nothing to be said. What could be said is the same thing they said about me. Can't grow facial hair. This right here took me a year.
I know you're struggling. You're on the
I'm
struggle bus.
struggling. I'm struggling. But guess what?
It connects though a little bit.
But guess what? The
What?
ladies still love it.
The ladies love it. Okay, LL. The ladies love you.
Ladies
Okay.
love it. The ladies love it.
Do they?
Absolute, absolute. Let me stop. I don't know. I wouldn't.
Yikes.
I wouldn't give a damn if they did or they didn't.
Okay. So you say. All
I
right.
wouldn't.
Getting back. A single moms love bearded men. I know that.
Not all of them.
Who okay, so who are you talking about here? Because if you're talking
I
about some
met.
teeny bopper under the age of 30,
No, I'm not. I've met older women because I'm tired of you bringing that person up. I've met. I've met women, older women that they don't care. They don't care for the beard.
well,
Oh,
if Shirley is 62 years old, of course she doesn't care for it. She
what
came
if
from a
what
whole
if she's
different
43?
generation.
What if she's 43? That's just like some women don't like guys with dreads, and some women love guys with dreads. It's all personal preference.
Fine. Personal preference. Back
Hold
to
up, wait. Do you like
single
men with
motherhood.
dreads?
Hmm.
Hmm?
It depends on how they look. If
I
they're
mean,
well kept, yes.
they're not gonna look all. They're not gonna look good all the time.
They should though. They should look decent all the time.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah, let's get back on topic because
thank you.
We
Finally.
don't care. We don't care about your type.
Oh, we don't.
No, we don't care about your type.
Do we care about your type? What's your type?
Huh?
What's your type?
A black woman?
Mm, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. I especially like them with French tips.
Anyway,
What?
all right. So getting back to what we were talking about. So anyway, Black motherhood. Happy Mother's Day to all the women out there like me, stressing about are you doing enough for the kids? Because that's a good question.
Hey,
And especially to all the Black women out there that are trying to raise little Black boys to be
hey,
like,
look, men stress about that too. Are we
it's
doing
not
enough
today's
with the
not your day.
kids?
We're not talking about you.
You know what? You're absolutely right about that. June 11th is coming soon, and no,
Is that the day?
June 15th is coming soon enough.
I thought that was Juneteenth.
17th. Let me see.
Look at you. You just throwing stuff out there.
You know why? You know, June 15th. But the reason why nobody knows when Father's Day is because we are an afterthought.
I wonder why that is.
Who knows? Who knows?
I give kudos to good fathers all the time. I give credit where credit is due. If somebody is a good father, I will tell them in a heartbeat, you are a great dad. Like I think you're a good dad. Yeah.
Well,
That
thank
that doesn't that's not something that comes difficult for me to say. And I think that honestly as people like we don't tell each other that enough. Like I don't think we get enough Black men and women telling each other like yes you are enough, you are doing well, you are doing a good job. I think it's difficult for us to do that just
But
because
most of the time, we don't know that people need to hear that at that moment
right.
because it's not too many people that's gonna get up here and shout from the mountaintop. Oh, I know I'm a good mother. I know I'm a good father because when people see your kids, when they see they well behaved, well mannered, they know okay. Kids don't just come like that nowadays. It's
Right.
very rare that you find kids that say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. It's
Right.
that's how we were raised.
Exactly.
We were raised with manners and don't be in adult conversations.
Exactly. Stay in a child's place.
Kids these days, the whole third grade know about what's going on with you, your sister, and your sister boyfriend.
Listen, they'll go to school and be like, "Yeah, my daddy got kicked out of the house because my mama said that he was cheating on her with my auntie." Like,
Exactly,
what?
exactly.
Like, I beg your pardon?
Child, you don't even know me,
Be
and you
like,
done told
do
me your
tell.
whole
What
life
else is
story.
going on?
What?
Okay, but yeah. So I agree 100%. Like, a lot of us don't know to how to give credit when credit is due. And I think that something can be said about the adversity that Black women have overcome over the years. Even take it back to slavery. Let's go back 300 years. Let's go back 400 years.
Hold up, wait. I was born in the 1900s. Okay,
Yes,
I
you
can't
were.
go back 300 years. I can only go back 40.
We're gonna go back 300. So anyway, just think about that. The Black family is split. So now the woman is thrust in a situation that she has to not only navigate to stay alive, but also to raise her kids in. Now, this happened later to our white counterparts, but not until World War II. right? When all the men went off to war. And that was still something different. That wasn't them forcibly being taken away. That was
Mhm.
them choosing to serve their country. I mean, yes, granted, there was the draft, but that was them choosing to go and serve their country and not be killed in front of their wives and their women and not be emasculated and whatever else in front of their wives and women. There is a difference. And so we were able to thrive as a people, even when that happened during World War II, when all the men went off to war, versus during slavery, where it wasn't an option. It was something that happened. It was something that broke up the Black family. It was something that, which is why a lot of Black people oppose the draft. We're just getting into something totally different. And we'll talk history later. But my point is, though, I think that something can be said about the perseverance and the tenacity about a Black woman, especially a Black woman who will be undeterred and who will raise her kids, who will manage her household, who will make her money and do what she has to do in order to raise well-behaved, well-versed and educated, um, good citizens. Like something can be said about that. Something needs to be said about that.
Don't nothing need to be said about that. And the reason why nothing needs to be said about it is because the people that hate women that have mommy issues are always going to have something negative to say no matter what.
True, but the absence of saying something is still just as bad as saying something negative. If you
What
don't
you
speak positivity in life, if you don't call your women, the women that you know in your life, and say, "Hey, you know what? Thank you for doing a good job. Thank you for this thing." Like we don't, like you said, we don't give the credit where it's due because we don't know that sometimes it's just good to hear that. Like, yes, we don't want to hear the negativity, but also if we're not hearing anything at all. And so here's why that's the issue in our culture. Because as we all know, I was once upon a time married to a colonizer, right? So the thing is, here's the thing. The expectation that he had of hearing all these affirmations about you're doing well and you're doing this and you're doing that. The world tells them they're doing well. If a white woman is a single mother, she's getting told all the time, you're doing so well with little Bobby Joe and Susie Q. But a Black woman, though, we're not being told that necessarily. I mean, yeah, if we're sliding down the shower, crying our eyes out, something like that, somebody might call us and be like, "You doing all right, girl? You all right?" But at the end of the day, though, that's not our daily affirmation. No one's telling us that daily. The only time they tell us something is if we mess up.
do you care
But
who
that's our culture, right?
do you care do you care who tells you that you're doing a good job?
It's not about who tells me, it's just about the fact, does the world acknowledge that? And the world doesn't acknowledge good Black parenthood. The world acknowledges, oh, you didn't let your kids go kill other people, or you didn't let your daughter go out and get pregnant. That's good.
Baby, we're talking about the world. The stuff that the world accepts and sees as normal, people don't see it like that. So why would you expect the world to clap for you for doing anything?
But see how cultural this is, though? I don't expect that. But my counterparts do, though. That's the thing. And they get that affirmation from their own peers. That's what I'm saying. Why can't we give that? So just like I said to you a few minutes ago, you're a good father. Did you say to
Mm-hmm.
me, "Oh, you're a great mother," or "You're a good mother"? No, because you're like, she knows she is. She don't need to hear it from me.
No,
It,
it's not that. It's not that I don't know. It's not that I know that she is, and she don't need to hear it from me. It's just that if you give me a compliment, then I give you a compliment right back. Is that just because you gave me a compliment, or do I really mean it, or do would you want to just hear
I mean, say it if you mean it, and mean it if you say it.
it?
What? Why are you overthinking this? You
I'm
overthink
not
things more than
overthinking. I'm,
me.
I'm not overthinking it. I'm not overthinking
But
it.
I'm saying, but look how culturally appropriate it is. Like it's not like it's very culturally appropriate for us to give that acknowledgement, for us to uncomfortably accept it, accept the compliment uncomfortably, and then for us not to reciprocate because we don't feel like we need to hear those things. We feel like what's understood doesn't always need to be said. And that's the problem.
It,
That's the pressure. That's the issue.
Since we going culture, when do black people ever just come out and give straight compliments?
Why not?
Because that's not us. That's not what we do.
Let's let it be us. Let's break these cycles. We out
Let's
here breaking these generational cycles.
let's that's not us. That's not what we do. You come outside looking clean, ain't nobody gonna walk up to you and say, hey man, you got on a real nice outfit. Boy, where you think you going with that on, boy? Bam, that's a compliment right there.
So why can't we change the narrative then? Why can't we say something different?
Because we feel like if we change the narrative, we trying to be like them too much and we want to be ourselves.
No, I just want to big up my people that
You
I
can big them
mean,
up. You can big them up.
mm,
You can big them up.
it sounds like a setup what you're saying.
It's not a setup.
I try to break the cycles. People, if he don't try to break them, I do.
Hey,
So
look,
my
that's
thing,
just like
if I see you looking good, I go out of my way to when I see black women to find something about them that I can give them a genuine compliment about. Because my thing is that might be all that they hear for that whole entire week. Because we as a culture don't say anything.
oh
That
yeah,
is why, to bring it all full circle, that is why we as black women are struggling with this single parenthood thing because we are not getting the credit where it's due and we're not even getting the support at the
hey,
time where it's
hey,
needed.
hey, hey, happy Mother's Day. You are doing an excellent job as a mother.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. See? And then we learn how to take compliments and we learn how to give them. And then
Yeah,
we bring
no, that shit sucks.
you know what?
I mean, I would compliment my mom compliments, you know, hey, you have some very well mannered children. That's the compliment right there. I think every parent want to hear that compliment right there.
I think
And
so.
in the black community, when somebody say you have some well mannered children,
Yeah.
they mean that shit. They not just saying it just because.
It's hardcore
Yeah.
myth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we give compliments. We just don't come out and say the exact things that our white counterparts say.
That's true. And not at the and obviously not at the same rate and not
Exactly.
at the same like so as I used to tell him, I give compliments when they're due. When they're hard earned and when they're due. And you better take that shit straight to
I,
heart.
I mean, you got to think about it. You know, we say the same thing. Well, we say different things, but it means the same thing. I mean, white people, you want to say that again, buddy? Black people, who the fuck you talking to? Ain't that the same thing?
I mean, one is clarifying and one is you want to be starting something type thing. That's what I think. But no, you right though. I think that when it comes
Whoa,
down
hold
to
up, wait. Hey, look, I'm blanking. I need help, guys. Did you just hear that? She said, you're right. Oh, boy.
again, I am breaking generational cycles.
It must be about that's why they said we about to get 100+ degree weather.
You know, I'm not gonna roast you too hard about you needing to change your battery, okay? Because even though you're perpetuating a stereotype that I don't like very much, I'm still doing what I can to break these cycles.
Hey, look, white people batteries go
No,
dead and they
no, they
smoke
don't.
detectors too.
No, no, they
Yes,
don't.
they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
Name three
do.
that you know of, please.
I don't know three
Three
white.
white households you've been. Do you even know any white people? Let's
Yeah,
be
I know them back home. I don't know no white people out here. I mean, we knew our races back home. I don't know the races out here. And then
It's
I don't,
different out here.
yeah, then I don't accept none of them on Facebook, so I would never know anyway.
Wow.
Co-workers, neighbors, nobody.
What if your house was on fire because again your batteries are dead, obviously. You wouldn't want to know your neighbors enough for them to be like, "Hey, your house is on fire."
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you like I told you earlier. Oh, you talking about if I'm not here?
Yeah,
Oh, no. I got renter's insurance. Then I got a fireproof wall in my showroom.
because clearly that's what's important to black people.
Of course. Hold up,
shoes.
wait. Hold up, wait. Did you just call me the N word?
I did. I did.
Bastard. Why? Because we like shoes? You know what?
Yes.
You know what?
Mm.
Every
What?
what's the deal with that? Why we can't like shoes? White people like shoes too.
Not in the same way that we do.
Why not?
Because they don't get upset if you step on their shoes.
Shit, some of them do.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
not the way that we what we do.
yeah. The white boys that buy Jordans. If you step on these Jordans, the real, if not the team Jordans. I'm talking about the Jordans that people go gotta win a entry for. You step on these shoes, they gonna want to fight you.
Hey, can we use the last 3 minutes to talk about the movie Sinners?
How about we just start all over? Lie to the people again like we went changed, and let's just shoot another episode.
Why?
Why hide from them? They don't know us.
What's
Not
wrong
yet,
with this
anyway.
one?
Nothing. You said the last 3 minutes to talk about sinners. Look, you cannot unpack that good ass movie in 3 minutes, okay?
So good. So good.
And when
Can we
did you
just
go see Sinners?
can we just talk about black vampire movies for a minute? Like anyway.
When did you go see Sinners?
The same day that you did.
Well, you went to see Sinners with. What's the looking around?
I don't know. I was thinking about something smart to say, but I decided not to. Listen though, here's the thing. Can we just talk about how when black people do
The,
something, we do it to the
nah,
best
nah,
of our
nah, nah.
ability?
Was it that security guard? You let
No.
him take you to the movies, huh?
He
That's
was
the
he was
fucking
very
test.
hoteppery. I didn't like it.
He was very what?
He was very hotepish, like Grand Rising's queen type. I don't like that shit.
Oh, I text all my girls Grand Rising.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. They know better than to play with me. Grand Rising Queen, Grand Rising King.
You're such a liar.
Lying my ass off. You text me no Grand Rising King, I'm gonna block your ass.
As I'm saying, like
Hey,
he's
but
very
look,
hotepish.
but look, you just asked for a compliment. Grand Rising Queen. That man is telling you good morning, Queen. He's calling you a queen. That's a compliment. Why y'all don't like that?
He could just say good morning, queen.
No, he don't want to be like everybody else. He want to be different. You know what I tell him? Hey, off your ass and on your feet. Ain't no time to beat your meat.
And that gets it done every single time.
Yeah, they write back. Good morning. You so crazy.
I bet they like that, don't they? Those basic bitches like a little bit of anything, don't they? Just real basic.
First of all,
Anyway,
don't talk about
thanks,
my
thanks,
basic
thanks for
females.
this today. This has been
Don't
great.
talk about my basic females. Watch the next one I pop out with. I wonder if you gonna call her basic.
I mean, if she's basic, that's what I'm gonna call
Nah,
it. I'm gonna
she
call
far,
a spade, baby.
she far from basic, and she got a career too.
Oh, she a career hoe. We'll talk about her in the next episode.
That's